These are 12 shocking moments when hunters and animals unfortunately didn't get along so well. Number 12. At the beginning of this clip, a man can be seen walking in a forest with his gun ready to be fired. A few seconds later, he hears something moving around in the bushes, and what happens next is shocking.
Vill jag ta den? Ta den här, kom!
Surprisingly, he misses his shot by only a few inches, despite wild boars being able to run at 25 miles per hour. The animal disappears into the bushes shortly after, but its squeals and stomps can still be heard, echoing a few feet away from the hunter.
Din jävel!
It appears that everything turned out fine, despite the clip cutting prematurely. Number 11. This next video, taken from a hunting vlog, shows two hunters stalking and trailing a bull elk they spotted earlier. After waiting for the perfect moment, they finally get the chance they were waiting for as the elk stops in a relatively open space. One of the hunters then pulls his bow and makes his shot, but something unexpected occurs.
Oh my God!
A mature bull elk can charge at a speed of 40 miles per hour, capable of seriously injuring a human if hit. After the close call, they compose themselves and move on with the rest of their hunt. Number 10. This next clip begins with a man recording his encounter with a massive moose during his hunt. Moose usually tolerate humans at close distances and rarely attack, but in this case, things went very differently.
No!
He tries to scare it away by raising his voice while slowly backing up, but the animal's curiosity seems to have no match. Moments later, the man finally reaches his ATV, which he uses as a barrier between him and the animal.
No! No! No!
The clip ends abruptly, and what happened next is sadly unknown. Number 9. This intense clip begins by showing us a hunter looking around a dense forest during a hunt when suddenly he sees this. Despite their large size, bears are exceptionally stealthy, enough that they can trail hunters from about 100 yards. Unfortunately, the clip ends suddenly, so it's unclear what the outcome was. Number 8. The beginning of this terrifying encounter shows an enormous boar being chased and pinned by a pack of little dogs. Men in yellow jackets can be seen climbing the trees as best they can in order to avoid being caught in the commotion.
Hey!
Wild hogs can often weigh more than 100 kilograms, which is an extremely dangerous trait, especially for such an aggressive and unpredictable animal. As the dogs continue to chase the hog, it runs into a guy struggling to hold on to a tree. After falling, the guy proceeds to run away and find another tree to climb, afraid of what might happen if he doesn't. The video ends without showing us what happened, which is unfortunate. Number 7. Filmed in Portland, Victoria, Australia, this next video displays two men trying to hunt fish with spears being circled by a lone, curious, seven-gilled shark. The men try to scare away the shark by hitting it lightly and pointing their weapons at it, but to no avail. The predator continues to bother them despite their best efforts, proving that sharks are both intelligent yet curious animals. A few minutes later, while attempting to drive the animal away, something happens that instantly makes the situation more dangerous. The agitated shark wiggles around with its mouth open, which makes the situation more dire, as one accidental bite could seriously injure the divers. Thankfully, according to the owner of the video, they managed to escape unscathed. Number 6. This encounter opens by showing a group of people accompanied by armed men taking pictures and videos of an elephant during a trip to Africa. At first, the group stays far away from the animal, trying to be as cautious as possible. Moments later, the elephant goes off to another place where they decide to follow it and continue observing from up close. At first, the animal doesn't seem to mind them being up close, but moments later, something petrifying transpires.
Come on! Hey! Hey! Come on! Hey! Come on! Get back!
One of the armed men thankfully manages to de-escalate the situation, leaving no one harmed. Number 5. The clip begins with a man already high up in a tree recording a bobcat approaching him from beneath. Bobcats are known to be excellent tree climbers, so when the predator starts to look up at him, the camera starts to shake, indicating panic. Without a safe way to escape the encounter, the man is left stuck, and what happens next will send chills down your spine. The clip suddenly cuts, and we're not given the chance to see what happens next. Number 4. At the beginning of this encounter, a spear-hunting diver can be seen following a sea snake, trying to get a good look at it. While pointing his weapon at the animal, it suddenly changes direction and proceeds to do the most frightening thing ever. The diver flails and kicks around to drive the snake away, surely knowing that all species of sea snakes are extremely venomous. After the attack, he can be seen composing himself and looking down to see if the snake is still around. The clip ends there, but it is assumed the diver made it out unharmed. Number 3. To start this encounter off, a man sitting in a tree stand records a black bear under him when out of nowhere it does this. Bears can climb trees extremely fast, so it doesn't take more than 5 seconds for the animal to reach the hunter. Once at the top, the predator starts to smell and inspect his things while the man tries his best to stay calm and collected. The video ends by showing the bear climbing back down, leaving the hunter alone. Number 2. At the beginning of this clip, a man on an elk hunt in Arizona can be seen recording an elk yelling just a few yards away. Elk often scream when they are looking for a mate, or when they're trying to show other animals in the area their dominance. This is already bad news for the hunter, but things get a lot worse when the animal gets defensive.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Now, just a few feet away, there is nothing stopping the elk from charging at him with its sharp antlers. Hoping for the best, he remains still, trying not to anger or agitate the animal even more.
Whoa. Go on. Go on.
Thankfully, his plan works, and the animal walks away. Number 1. This final and most intense encounter begins with a bow hunter stalking a large bear, staying out of sight as much as possible. At first, the bear does not see him, but as soon as it catches the hunter's scent with its excellent sense of smell, it starts to come closer.
Holy crap.
Having come just inches away from a potentially fatal encounter, they somehow make it out fine.